Okay, there's supposed to be a crew out here to fix the slide today. So I'm gonna document the problem. As you can see, it's laying way over on this left side. Something going on with that gutter too. All the water runs off this corner of this slide right now. So that gutter is apparently something going on there too, but that's trivial compared to the slide problem. And over here, this slide's shifted so far. This wipe seal basically doesn't touch. It touches just a little bit at the bottom, as you can see that. And then once you get about a third of the way up, it doesn't touch anymore. And then it's actually gapped from about halfway to the top. So it's just, this slide's just laying over to the left. And then when it goes in, it doesn't go in all the way at the back. It sticks out about an inch, inch and a half. And the reason for that, I got my shop light down here, it's because of this. So you can see, there we go, you can see how bent this bracket is. Oof, got all that water running down my leg, sorry. How bent that bracket right there is, the one that connects to this square bar at the top. See how twisted out it is? And when they tried to repair it before, they welded it a little bit so it would stop bending as much, but it already is bent so much, it's a lost cause. And then down here, see these adjustment bolts? No matter how tight you get those, they shift as soon as we start going down the road. They don't hold, and those bolts are precariously close to pulling right through. See these bolts right here? They're getting close to pulling through. And then you see this silver bolt right here was recently added to try to make this more rigid, because it used to just pivot like a half to quarter inch. This little thing pivot would half to quarter inch every time it went in and out, which of course was causing all of these up here to bend and break. So this bracket needs to be cut off and welded back on. It has to be a better piece of steel than what's on there now, or it'll just bend again. And these adjustment bolts, you can see this adjustment bolt is run all the way in. It won't go in any farther. You see the one down on the end? It's out quite a bit, trying to hold this up. And the same thing for where this is screwed in up here, bolted in up here. That's as far as you can adjust it. Everything's maxed out. So, and it's not adjustable anymore. So because this bracket right here is bent so much, right? It's like this, and it should be up and down. Right, let's back off. It's like this, and it should be up and down. How much is that? About an inch? Inch and a half? It's a recurring theme. Everything's an inch, inch and a half off. If that was straight, things would be much better off. Now this is engineered. You can see there's a hole right here with my finger. There's a hole. I think this is engineered to be a double bracket, double bolt bracket. And if it was assembled that way, this problem never would have happened. So the hydraulic ram is on that far side. So whenever this slide goes in and out, this bar right here is a lever with probably 1,000 pounds above it. And this thin little piece of metal right there is not enough. Not enough. You can see as the repair they attempted earlier, it's welded up there. It's not holding, it's still bending. So I think if it was put on and welded properly, it would be okay. But it probably needs to be a heavier gauge steel, or it's just going to bend out again. And then this bar right here needs to be double bolted from the top so it doesn't rotate like a, it just rotates on it. It's kind of ridiculous. And that helps. It keeps this bolt from pulling out. But of course, because it's straight through like that, it's still a pivot point. So, but it at least keeps the head of this bolt from pulling through, which it's also precariously close to doing. This whole thing's really close to coming apart if you haven't caught that theme. Which is why it's not really safe to use, or at least not, it's probably safe, it's just going to fall apart at any moment, so at any given stop could be your last stop until you know, they come out and disassemble it on site. Anyway, so they're supposed to fix it today. We'll see what happens.